sad about it. No sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
No, you sad about it. No, you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
No, you sad about it. No, you sad about it.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman. She want bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over here in diamonds. He the only reason why I do not get violent. Ay, cause he gave me patience. Ay, swear that all makes sense. Ay, when you making bands, can make friends. Cause I know they tryna shit like Ray-Bans. Got a bad little shorty wasting. And I own it, I ain't gotta pay rent. I know we the ones that ain't them. Pull both hands together and I'm saying amen. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she let her call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's the bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm
P-P-P-Love, time to bring the bass bird.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
To the high. Where are you?
59. Mike to 59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Left 50. Left 50.
Big shot.
Joker. Mike's 59. Mike.
80 weapons.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
He's cracked.
Lucky 50.
Checking crack.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games, but maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation, and then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27, and they were off to the Super Bowl. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Wait a
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 38, Cousins. Incomplete, right side to tight end Rudolph. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing a 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. A 1st down throw for Cousins. He sets to fire deep. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. That is first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Cousins hooking up here with Trent Taylor. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a play fake here on first down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Check. 52, Mike 52. Hey, Orbit.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ready, 525, 54, south. Hey, Tuesday. Hey, Steve 6.
Now it's Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check. Wait. Five.
Now it's Ryan. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That's going to be caught, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. 26 yards. And the Falcons push further out in front. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go!
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming them.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Ready, blue lady! Blue lady! Ricky! Let him go!
On 2nd down, it's Smith, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
And the judge does a nice job there of navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
And it's complete. Hooper. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Ready, blue lady! 125! 51! X3! 218, jump!
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
59, ready. Get up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Down. Ready. Ready. Check. Watch 54. They're not ready for this. Hey, express. They still playing soft. Y'all 61. Matchbox light.
Here we go now with Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio to add the PAT.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Ready, Blue 80. Blue 80. 54. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Hey, ready. Mike 25. 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Tighten.
On the draw, this is Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons push further out in front. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Falcons 27, Vikings nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Oh, good move. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Check 13. Check 13. Protein spill.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they
a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Cousins on first down. And Cook has it left side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They'll get the first-rounder, Caleb McGarry, there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Ryan to throw. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, but it's going to be second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Hey, Tuesday. Gun.
It's third down.
They go play action with Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on second down, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Yellow.
On third down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80, 20, 20. Here we go. He's coming, he's got 25.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys continue to pour it on. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Cousins from the gun on third. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
To the air again. It's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Two. I'm on. Check, 45 to Mike.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And now here is another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those blitz coming, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To try again after the sack. Cousins. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And the ball is knocked out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
Mike 45. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Matt Wild now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Stephen Weatherly able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He's airing it out for Sanu. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field, and now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. They go play action now. Ryan. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Ito Smith. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Again, it's Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Zebra.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Let's go. Ready, blue 80. Side 25. Mike 54. Hey, D-line, let's get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, it's Smith. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Hey, Charlie, 54, South. 54, watch 54. It's our field.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Ryan wants to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Here's Smith, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Cousins. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 48 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
Pride on the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.